Once upon a time, in a colorful village surrounded by lush green forests, lived a brave little girl named Celine. Celine was known for her courage and adventurous spirit. She had a best friend named Mimi, a cheerful girl with a love for nature. Together, they explored every corner of their village. One sunny morning, Celine and Mimi decided to go on an adventure into the Whispering Woods. The woods were filled with tall trees, singing birds, and hidden treasures, but they also harbored a cunning fox named Felix. Felix was clever and tricky. He loved to play pranks on anyone who entered his territory. As Celine and Mimi entered the woods, they marveled at the beauty around them. They picked wildflowers, chased butterflies, and listened to the sweet songs of the birds. Just as they were having the time of their lives, they heard a rustling sound in the bushes. "Who do you think it is?" Celine asked, her eyes wide with curiosity. "I don't know. Let's go check it out," replied Mimi, always ready for an adventure. They walked cautiously towards the sound, and suddenly, out jumped Felix the fox. With his shiny orange fur and mischievous eyes, he grinned at them. Well, what do we have here? Two little girls lost in my woods." Felix chuckled slyly. Celine stood tall, not scared at all. "We are not lost. We are explorers, and we can take care of ourselves." Mimi nodded. "We just want to have fun in the woods. We aren't afraid of you, Felix." Felix's smile grew wider. "Oh really? Do you dare to play a game with me? If you win, I will show you the most beautiful spot in the woods. But if I win, you must give me your lunch." Celine looked at Mimi, and they both nodded. "We accept your challenge," Celine declared bravely. Felix smiled and said, "Let's play hide and seek. You count to 20, and I will hide. If you find me, you win." Celine and Mimi began counting as Felix slipped away into the trees. When they reached 20, they shouted, "Ready or not, here we come." The girls searched high and low, looking behind trees and under bushes. They worked together, calling Felix's name, and finally, Mimi spotted a bush shaking slightly. "I think I found something," she whispered excitedly. They crept closer and jumped out to surprise Felix. But he was clever. He had used a trick. The bush was empty, and Felix had hidden behind a tree much further away, laughing at their confusion. "You'll have to try harder than that," he taunted. Determined not to lose, Celine had an idea. "Mimi, let's split up. I'll go that way, and you go this way. He can't be everywhere at once." Mimi nodded, and the two girls went in different directions. Celine quietly searched, and finally noticed the flicker of orange behind a large rock. With a deep breath, she sprang out. "Got you, Felix." Surprised, Felix tried to run, but Celine was quick and agile. She darted after him, and with Mimi's help, they cornered him. "You can't escape now," Mimi said. Felix realized he had been outsmarted. Okay, you win fair and square," he admitted, his ears drooping. Celine and Mimi smiled triumphantly. "Now show us the beautiful spot you promised," they said. Felix led them to a breathtaking clearing with colorful flowers, sparkling streams, and the most magnificent view of the sunset. The girls were in awe. "Thank you, Felix. This is wonderful," Celine exclaimed. Felix smiled, realizing that sometimes playing tricks can lead to great friendships. From that day on, he promised to be friends with Celine and Mimi, and they all shared many fun adventures in the woods. And so, the brave little girl and her cheerful friend taught a clever fox the true meaning of friendship. The end.